Rabbit or duck or rabbit, or neither of the two, what do you see? That's the question taking social media by storm as debate rages about what the image really is, despite it being drawn more than 100 years ago. The image is an illusion which can tell a lot about how a person's brain works. Depending on whether an observer sees a duck or a rabbit first and how fast it sees the other is an indicator of how creative you are, and how fast your brain works. Although it first appeared in a German magazine about 1892, it was later made famous by U.S. psychologist Joseph Jastrow in 1899. Jastrow used the illusion to make the point that we see with our brains as well as our eyes. The research suggested that more creative people were able to switch between images of the two animals more quickly than other people. Participants who found it very easy to flip between rabbit and duck came up with an average of almost 5 novel uses for an everyday item. Those who couldn't flip between rabbit and duck at all came up with less than 2 novel uses. This suggests that the ease with which you can flip representations is a clue to how creative you are. The moment when you flip between duck and rabbit is like a small flash of creative insight. It's when you notice the world can be seen in a different way. Highly creative people often display this talent for finding new uses for an existing object or by making connections between two previously unconnected ideas or things. However, the theory linking one's creativity level and one's ability to switch between the rabbit or duck might not be all that legitimate. A study published by the University College London stated that the figure is very biased towards the duck. It found there were nearly 2.5 times as many duck responses as rabbit responses. Analyzing the reasons for that are not easy given the present data, but one possibility is that most individuals, regardless of handedness, tend to scan from left to right, the study reads. It notes also that while the duck can be seen as very many different types of bird, the rabbit is far more restricted. The study then says that the angle at which one views the image is also noteworthy. When testing children at different times of the year, the results change. And according to an earlier Math World article, children tested on Easter Sunday are more likely to see the figure as a rabbit, whereas when tested on a Sunday in October, they tend to see it as a duck. But for social media users, reactions range from surprise, amazement, and frustration, to ridicule of the image, with posts of the illusion by popular pages attracting hundreds of comments and thousands of likes. So what do you see?